What's good? What's good? Let me fix this. Fuck it. That's good enough. It's kind of off, but it's all good. But yeah, basically, good morning to you all. Today I'm just gonna discuss no script actually. I have I have in mind what I want to discuss, but no, I'm like formulating it as I sit here. But basically, it's the lack of basically price signals here and how what's old is seen as more valuable basically. Like I've been kind of looking at, like, for example, how a used car is now worth more than it was when originally paid for. Think about that. Just the lack of like price signals because of printing money and government involvement and everything. It's like now what's old is seen as it's like a higher price for it. And that doesn't really make much sense when you think, like, it make it, because like think about it. So for example, an older woman wants you to spend money for her, and a younger woman doesn't, for the most part. A car that was bought used, or that was bought new a little bit ago, if you sell it now, you get more money, more dollars for that car. Does that make sense to you? I don't, like, I don't want to connect everything here because it's like monkey with the hammer. You, or like I don't even know. I call it monkey with the hammer, but I forget what the phrase is. Man with the hammer. It's like man with the hammer syndrome, where you like start using the same tool set or like the same set of concepts to like analyze everything. Like, so I don't want to do that, but I just think it's odd how we have like a lack of knowing what's like valuable and what's not, it seems like. And this coincides with all this printing money, which coincides with like all this dating market BS. Like, it's odd to me. And like I don't know when there's gonna be a correction or if I'm even analyzing it right, to be honest. Um but yeah, I just thought that was interesting. And like, truth be told, I have nothing else to say on that. I mean, I guess I'll just discuss what about BlackRock. I'm like learning about more about BlackRock and how like people who want to buy homes are competing for hedge funds to get homes. And now I feel like that's such a people everybody knows about it, at least in the corner of YouTube that I'm in, because now I'm seeing on comment sections how like everybody is talking about, like, people are talking about that regularly, and now people are arguing about which side they are on that. So now it's like in the general landscape, it seems like, dang, like this internet stuff information really moves fast as fuck. And I'm wondering how is that even, like, to me that's freaking crazy. So you're telling me one commenter kind of defined, because I didn't really know how this shit worked, but he kind of explained it to me. So you have hedge funds using retirement money and also tax dollars because BlackRock is funded by the Fed, who prints money and also gets like interest payments from the government. and the government gets that money from everybody, like the general people. So it's like through taxes. So they're using tax dollars, printed money, to essentially go around and outcompete citizens for homes. That's crazy to me. Um, like, I mean that's nuts to me. And bidding up the price of homes to where, like, because of how leveraged they are, they can afford to pay like tens of thousands of dollars above the original asking price of the house, because they're so leveraged with all these retirement plans, which, I mean, they're running it like a bank, right? Because people aren't going to take out that money until they retire. So they have all of these people who are putting money into the system, planning to like take it out and retire at some point, and now they can use that money to like pay for a home, like outcompete people for homes. It's like a bank and a reserve requirement. As long as you have this set amount that people want to take out at the time, you can technically just, it's like insurance. You can have a bunch of people's retirement plans, set out a certain amount in reserve, so you can pay out the people who want to take out their money. But then with the rest of the money, you can go use that to like go compete in the market, like buy assets. And then, with buying those assets, you increase the value of people's portfolios. So I mean, they're doing a job there, but it's like, and then they get, like, a lot of these things, like, it's backed by the government. Like, mortgages are backed by the government. Um, like, a lot of this money, and they're getting printed money, and then they get like PPP loans. Like, I remember when I saw that last year, I literally saw the headline. I was watching Bloomberg. I literally saw the headline, Federal Reserve, like, I forgot exactly what it was, but it was like Federal Reserve, like, a law is passed to where the Fed could interact with the market through BlackRock. It was literally on Bloomberg. The Federal Reserve could act in the market through BlackRock, like, and that's exactly what they're doing. And people are like figuring out about it now. I mean, like, to me that's nuts. Like, I noticed that shit, and then I was like, huh, that's weird as fuck. Like, I forgot exactly when I was watching Bloomberg that day, and I was like, that doesn't make any sense. And that was on my path of learning about all of this bullshit, like, um, governments, like, and then the Fed and all the printing money. And it was literally part of a stimulus package. I forgot which package it was part of, but it was literally part of a stimulus package. And I mean, if things just happen that obviously, that's nuts, man. Like, so maybe we're wrong here. I don't even know if we're right here. We could be wrong, because how is it that blatant? And, like, basically, like, no one cares. Like, so we could be wrong, to be honest. Like, I don't even know if we're correct on it. And, like, that's why I don't even want to get that mad about it. Because, like, I can't get that mad if I don't even know if we're right. Like, how is it that in your face and the majority of people don't care? Like, to me, I don't really want to get mad about that. Like, so I'm just kind of chilling on that. Because, like, I don't want to, like, get mad and, like, use my adrenals and all that bullshit to get mad about it when, like, no one else cares. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, like, so that's it on that. Like, but I do think that's odd. Like, and I've tried to talk to people about it, and, like, no one really knows enough about it to really have a conversation except you guys on YouTube. And, like, no one in my real life circle knows enough to have a conversation. And two, they don't even really care, to be honest. So, like, they don't care. even when I say, oh, inflation, government's printing money, like, no one cares. It is California, so maybe that's part of it. Like, what about you guys? Does anyone care for y'all? Like, no one really cares when I talk about that stuff. But yeah, I mean, early morning video. Like, I'm doing one video when I just wake up, so, like, it is what it is. Like, because I just like the engagement on this. I just like the engagement on the channel because, like, literally nobody else cares about some of this stuff. And I find it odd. Like, because it's like almost obvious, like, because I witnessed it in my own life where relying on printed money, you just don't, like, life is just different. Like, now that I know about all this stuff, life is way different. And, like, dude, like, people's perspectives, man, like, on this planet, life is way longer than I thought because people operate off of completely different perspectives and they, like, do their whole life thinking about that. Like, it's only been a year, literally a year, and, like, a couple months, like a year and literally a couple months since, like, that COVID shit, and that's when I got out of school and started just learning about this shit on my own, and, like, my, like, entire world's way different. Like, so I have no idea how people are, like, 50 years old, 60 years old. Like, to me, that's fucking nuts. Like, I'm 24 and I'm like, damn. Like, and, like, things will never be the same. Like, word to Drake, man. Like, things are never gonna be the same. Just, yeah. Like, I don't even know. That's why I'm posting on YouTube, because no one else is, like, thinking about this shit. Like, and if you just live your whole life not thinking about any of this, like, maybe it's a better life. I have no idea. But, like, we're on this path now, so fuck it. Like, let's just see what happens. Alright, that's it. I'll probably post another one because I'm just, like, seeing those numbers go up at this point, and, like, if you guys want to engage, like, there are some people that watch that, you know, like, no comments left. So I don't know if you guys like this content. Like, maybe send me an email or something, like, to tell me what you want me to cover, if anything. Like, because I'm kind of interested in seeing what you guys think about shit. But yeah, that's basically all I got. I mean, thank God for NBA playoffs right now. Like, at least that gives me something fun to look forward to in terms of, like, the day, in terms of general society. Like, yeah. I guess you gotta have something for everybody, man. So, at least I got sports. So there we go. Alright, I'll catch y'all later. Peace out. Have a good day.